everyone, I can't believe we're already halfway through the year. With that said, I wanted to share with you all my mid-year goal update. In the past, I used to set 10 goals to myself, but it put a lot of pressure on me because that's pretty much a goal a month. So this year, I only set 5 goals to myself, and I love doing these videos because it gives me a chance to reflect on the goals I have and have not met and which goals I need to focus on for the rest of the year. So if you're interested in beauty and lifestyle content, please hit the subscribe button down below and just go ahead and dive straight into my mid-year goal update. Goal number 1 was to buy a house. So yes, we have met this goal. 2 months ago, we purchased our first home, which honestly, I was super shocked that we met this goal so early on into the year and this year at all, because purchasing a home is the most expensive purchase you will make. So I just thought it was gonna take a bit more time, and honestly, we weren't even gonna start looking at houses until the fall time, but we looked at one open house and honestly it just got pretty exciting. And once this house came on the market, it just met the majority of our expectations. It was move-in ready. We didn't need to paint. We didn't need to get like new flooring. The kitchen was exactly how I wanted it. When we saw other houses, there's like some things that need to be upgraded. And to be honest, it kind of stressed me out because I was like, okay, we have to call people. We have to get quotes. We have to see their availability. What if they don't do a good job? So all that was kind of stressing me out, and just buying a home in general is already expensive. So we got very lucky with this one. Also, it did come with a pool, which I'm very fortunate to have because that's something I really wanted. It wasn't a deal breaker, but it gets in the triple digit heat here in California. So I was like, you know, if we like the house, if the price makes sense, it'd be cool if it had a pool, and it did. So I can't wait to host family and friends. Ernie and I already had a pool day and we had like a lot of fun, but the weather's just been inconsistent here in California. It's like gonna be 100 degrees this weekend and then drop down to like the 60s. Doesn't make sense. Anywho, we are very fortunate and blessed that we're able to be homeowners and that our offer got accepted. Also, check out this video to see a more in-depth look and explanation of how switching different loans and banks almost saved us $10,000. I definitely want to pass on that info along because $10,000 is a lot, and just like some questions to ask if you're in the home buying process or if you're looking to buy a home. Goal number 2 was to spend less and declutter. So I feel like I'm 50-50 on this. Once we found out we initially had to move, we got rid of a lot and we donated a lot of things, and we did downsize in the meantime so that way we could save more for our home. And we did put the majority of our things in storage, and once we're ready to move out, some of our things weren't salvageable anymore, even though I paid extra for the AC unit. So we had to repurchase some things. So we went to IKEA and we spent less than $500 because we kept the majority of the things that we already had. We kept the majority of our furniture, and this is the largest space that we've been in. So it does look a bit empty right now. Like, I need to figure out how to decorate this room. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment box down below. I just don't have a clear vision. I don't want it to look cluttered, but I know I need to like add some things. Same thing with the rest of the house. I say like the living room, the kitchen looks pretty nice, but the rest, I definitely need to add some like decor or something to it. But also, having a lot of things and clutter stresses me out. When we downsized, it was so nice like not having to be responsible or put away as many things, and I really like that. And I did want to be a minimalist in the past, and I still have a lot of things, but I just did like a huge like clothing haul. I just need to do like another round of it because I have so much. Like, I'm not into fast fashion. Like, if it's still in good condition, I'll still wear it. And even if it has like holes or a stain, I'll just like use it for like workout clothes or just try to repurpose it until it like no longer has any use. So that's just something I'm trying to come to terms with. We're spending money like on furniture, like little home projects. Ernie just put in a 2-tiered shelf in our kitchen. Also, we just bought a screen to put in our bedroom. We're hosting a lot, so we're spending money on like food and drinks when people come over. So we're kind of 50-50, so that's something I definitely need to work on because in the past, we were saving very aggressively to save for a house, and now that that goal has been met, when we have extra money, we put it back into the house or into hosting, or like this month is going towards traveling. So I want to find that healthy balance of putting away towards investing into improving the home. Eventually we want like a new washer dryer, putting away some money for like emergencies or for travel or just to like have savings in general. And goal number 3 was to change and switch up my content. So for the longest time, I wanted to change from long form content to short form content because the amount of time and and effort I was putting into my long form content, the growth just wasn't there. And within a week of doing short form content, I received a lot more growth on my channel. I've been doing it for a month now, and it just makes more sense for my time and the growth on my channel to continue doing short form content. Also, when I did an audit on all my social media platforms, aside from YouTube, on Instagram and TikTok, I rarely showed my face. So I'm trying to show my face more when I'm doing like my YouTube shorts, my reels, my TikToks. Also trying to be better at taking photos again, which is definitely an adjustment, but I understand people want to connect. They want to see who they're watching. So it's definitely stepping outside my comfort zone, but you need that to grow sometimes. But I've been having a lot of fun with the short form content. I thought I was gonna miss long form content a lot, but honestly, I think I prefer short form content more, but I do miss my long form content. If you can't tell already, I love to talk. So I do miss that aspect because when I first started short form content, I was like, okay, I have to meet that minute and 30 mark. Sometimes it's like a little over 2 minutes, but I actually really been enjoying filming short form content. Well, number 4 was to focus on self-care because I just felt like I was very burnt out last year just trying to balance working a full-time job, working out, filming 2 long form videos, editing it, doing a thumbnail, doing a description, all the behind the scene things, and doing like 2 short form content a week. Also posting on YouTube, Instagram, YouTube for this channel. Also, my husband and I do have a separate channel called Foodies in the Cities where we post at least 4 times a week, sometimes 4 to 7 times a week on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And we are being invited to be hosted, and all of them have been a commute, like at least 2 hours one way. So that takes 4 hours of our day just like driving. So it was just like a lot to try and balance and handle. So I wasn't really making time for myself. Now I'm focusing on working out again, incorporating more weights. We're taking Coco on more walks. I find walks to be very therapeutic. Also, it's like bonding time with Coco, just getting like fresh air. I do work from home the majority of the time, so it's just nice getting out and about. Also, I'm getting more into skincare. Like I'll take 2 minutes like morning and night just to like add like my serums, my moisturizer, and whenever I'm not filming or going anywhere, I would just wear like the same few outfits over and over again, and I would put like no effort into myself. So now I'll like switch it up and get like semi dressed up for the day, like a graphic tee and like jeans, or just like switch up the outfits a little bit. I'll like brush my hair and straighten it at the very least and like curl my lashes, just like a little bit more put together. And it has done wonders for my productivity and just like my confidence overall. Even if I'm not leaving the house, it just makes me feel a whole lot better. And goal number 5 is to spend more quality time with family and friends. So yes, we have met this goal. Last year was a very tough year for us. We just kept getting bad news after bad news. And on top of that, we lost our dog Marshmallow of 10.5 years very unexpectedly. I had him since I was 18 years old. I've had him since my first semester of college to when I graduated. When I first met Ernie, he was in our engagement photos, our wedding, he was there when we first moved out, amongst like many other milestones. And the way that we lost him was just very unexpected and sudden. And honestly, it still hurts to this day, but it just made me realize how short life can be, or just how unexpected life can get. We're not promised tomorrow. We never know when our last day is with our loved ones. So I really just want to take time to spend with family and friends. And I don't mean to turn this into like a dark and like sad video, but it is true. And after I lost him, it was just very hard for me because me and him were on a routine together because he needed medicine like every like 5 to 6 hours. So I just kind of went around his time, like we ate around the same time, and I just miss him. But my friends and family were truly there to support me. They would check in on me, they would stop by, and he wasn't just a dog, he was a member of the family. And then some of you were so kind with their messages, and he was at the vet for quite a bit. And some of you I only met a few times in person, like you donated and shared his GoFundMe, and I will forever be grateful for that. I always remember who was there for me. So I just really want to spend time with family and friends more often. And now that we have the new house, we've been like hosting every single weekend, having family and friends over. And especially when the weather gets hotter, I can't wait to just have everyone over at once. So I'm super excited for that, and I'm very grateful that I'm able to see family and friends at least once a week. That's truly a blessing, and I just encourage you all to spend time with your loved ones. And those are my mid-year goal updates. Let me know in the comment box down below some goals that you have met and some goals you're still working on. I would definitely love to know. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn on notifications. I'll see you all in my upcoming videos. Bye, everyone.